beautiful, beautiful, yeah. Welcome to the realm. Beautiful, 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 yeah. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Shaking out the world one mind at a time, while loving on it with one soul and a rhyme. Cause I got it my way and every day is a Friday. So we can't get fired in this piece. Why? Because we own these streets. See? Beautiful, 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 yeah, yeah. Shaking up the world one mind at a time, and loving on it one soul and a rhyme. Cause I got it my way and every day is just like a Friday, baby. So we can't get fired in this piece. Welcome to the realm. Because we own these. Now let's get it. What's goodie, Rob? Welcome back for another page of the Founder's Journal. I've been noticing something lately. A lot of the situations in my life that appear completely unrelated keep bringing me back to the exact same resource, my time. Work, business, education, relationships, administrative responsibilities and opportunities, even simple conversations. And I'm beginning to understand that how something interacts with my time tells me a lot about whether that thing deserves continued access in my life. But there's some nuance here, because I'm not talking about becoming so rigid that nobody can inconvenience me. I'm talking about learning how to vet access. And apparently, my calendar has been teaching me life vetting too. Recently, I had a meeting scheduled. Before the meeting, I was contacted and asked if I could move it to an entirely different time. And initially, because of everything else I've been experiencing lately, I felt myself becoming irritated, because I've encountered situation after situation where it feels like my time and energy become the resources everybody expects to be flexible. And I started thinking, here we go again. But then life vetting made me slow down that thought, because somebody was asking me, can we move the meeting? Isn't necessarily disrespectful. They asked, and because they asked, I can say no. That's when I realized the request isn't necessarily the evidence. How someone stewards my boundary is the evidence. And that's a completely different way of looking at it. Somebody needing something from me doesn't automatically mean they're taking advantage of me. Somebody changing plans doesn't automatically mean they're inconsiderate. Somebody making a mistake doesn't automatically mean they're incompetent. Life happens. Things happen. People miscalculate. Organizations have problems. Systems aren't perfect. And life vetting isn't about looking for reasons to disqualify everybody. It's about gathering evidence before deciding what something means. So somebody can ask me, can you move the meeting? And I can say, no, that doesn't work for me. Now, what happens next? No problem. We'll keep the original time. Cool. That's evidence. But if I say no and suddenly there's pressure, guilt, repeated rearranging, and expectation that my schedule should automatically become subordinate to theirs, that's evidence too. The boundary didn't create the problem. The boundary revealed the dynamic. And that discovery works in both directions. I've learned that somebody else's urgency doesn't automatically become my responsibility. Their disorganization doesn't automatically become my responsibility. Their sales target doesn't automatically become my responsibility. Their administrative problem doesn't automatically become my responsibility. Their emotional need doesn't automatically become my responsibility. And the reverse is true too. Mine doesn't automatically become theirs. That's important because life vetting isn't a philosophy of judging everyone else while giving myself unlimited exemptions. If I respect my time, I need to respect yours. If I expect clear communication, I need to communicate clearly. If I accept responsibility, I need to steward it. If circumstances change, I communicate instead of assuming everybody else's life will reorganize itself around mine. That's reciprocity. Time isn't just time. And that's when this started getting deeper for me, because I realized my time isn't just something I spend. My time is literally my life being spent. Every hour I spend chasing something is an hour of my life. Every unnecessary phone call, every unanswered message requiring another follow-up, every confusing process I'm forced to untangle, every relationship requiring disproportionate emotional labor, every opportunity requiring enormous amounts of effort before demonstrating meaningful value, every obligation I accept simply because somebody asked. Individually, those moments can look insignificant. 5 minutes here, 30 minutes there, an afternoon over there. But collectively, they become a life. So I've stopped treating access to my time like an unlimited resource, because it isn't. Open doesn't mean available. Here's another distinction I've had to learn. I'm still open. I'm open to people. I'm open to relationships, collaborations, education, employment, business opportunities. I'm open to changing direction when better evidence appears. I'm curious as hell about the world, but openness does not require unlimited availability. That's different. Openness says, I'm willing to explore. Boundaries say, exploration still has conditions. And one of those conditions is, how is my time being stewarded? Because curiosity doesn't equal commitment. Interest doesn't equal access. And opportunity doesn't automatically become an obligation. And somebody wanting my time doesn't automatically create availability. I can remain open to the world without leaving the front door unlocked. Potential doesn't impress me like it used to. And I think age and experience have changed something else in me. Novelty doesn't impress me like it used to. Potential doesn't impress me like it used to. Presentation doesn't impress me like it used to. Somebody can tell me about an incredible opportunity. Cool. Someone can have an impressive title. Cool. An institution can have beautiful branding. Cool. A person can be attractive. Cool. A company can make an incredible pitch. Cool. None of those things are meaningless, but none of them are enough. Because I've lived long enough to understand that what something could be and what something consistently demonstrates itself to be are two different things. So these days, potential doesn't impress in me like it used to. Evidence does. Not because I'm bitter, because I'm paying attention. Discernment without pre-disappointment. But here's where I have to vet myself too. Because there's a danger in accumulating enough disappointing experiences that I start expecting disappointment before anything has actually happened. And that's not discernment. That's pre-disappointment. That's entering every new situation already requiring it to prove that it isn't going to hurt me, inconvenience me, waste my time, or drop the ball. And I don't want to live like that. Nah. I don't want every new person paying the debt of somebody from the past. I don't want every institution being convicted because another institution disappointed me. I don't want every opportunity beginning with guilt. So I have to remain open enough to let new evidence arrive. Let people ask. Let somebody make a mistake. Let circumstances change. Let systems be imperfect. And then watch what happens next. Perfection isn't the standard. This might be one of the biggest things life vetting continues teaching me. The standard doesn't have to be perfection. The standard can be stewardship. Someone screws up something. Okay. Do they acknowledge it? Do they communicate? Do they repair it? Do they improve? Someone wants something from me. Okay. Can they hear no? Can they negotiate? Can they respect my constraints? An organization encounters a problem. Okay. Does it eventually resolve the problem competently? Or does the burden continually get transferred onto me? A relationship experiences conflict. Okay. Can we repair it? Can we learn? Can we adjust? Can both people take responsibility for their contribution to the dynamic? That's evidence. And that tells me considerably more than whether something ever went wrong. Boundaries create information. That's why I don't see boundaries the same way anymore. A boundary isn't necessarily stay away from me. A boundary can simply mean this is what responsible access to my life requires. And then I observe, because boundaries create information. Tell someone no. Information. Ask for clarification. Information. Stop over-functioning. Information. Require reciprocity. Information. Stop reminding somebody repeatedly. Information. Allow somebody to carry the responsibility they volunteered to carry. Information. Sometimes I don't need another conversation explaining a dynamic. I need to stop interfering with the experiment long enough to observe it. So maybe the goal isn't becoming closed. And maybe the goal isn't remaining endlessly open either. Maybe the goal is becoming selectively permeable. I can allow new people, opportunities, information, experiences, and responsibilities, including possibilities, into my world, without granting all of them equal access. Access can increase with evidence. Access can decrease with evidence. And sometimes access can remain exactly where it is while I continue gathering information. That's not punishment, that's stewardship. And that's where one of my existing life vetting principles keeps returning. Access follows evidence. Period. The founder's reflection. As a founder, that matters even more. Because my time isn't merely personal anymore. It's allocated. There's creative time, administrative time, recovery time, learning time, family time, building time, thinking time. And yes, sometimes there needs to be time where I don't do a damn thing. Because that belongs to my life too. So protecting my time doesn't mean treating myself like I'm more important than anybody else. It means recognizing that my life has responsibilities attached to it, and every yes reallocates part of that life. That's why I'm becoming more deliberate about who and what receives access to it. The realization: I don't need the world to impress me. That's not the standard. People don't need to dazzle me. Institutions don't need to dazzle me. Opportunities and relationships don't need to dazzle me. I want something quieter, something considerably rare. I want evidence that something is worth stewarding. A relationship, an opportunity, a partnership, education, a career, an idea. Are they worth stewarding? And if something consistently demonstrates that it cannot responsibly steward the access I've given it, life vetting doesn't require me to hate it. It doesn't require me to condemn it. It doesn't require me to decide that somebody is a bad person. Sometimes I simply adjust the access, because I can vet the dynamic without attacking the dignity. And I can protect my time without closing my heart. So that's where I'm right at now. Still curious, still open, still willing to explore. Just more intentional about what gets through the door. Because my time is finite. My energy is finite. My attention is finite. And therefore, access to them cannot be infinite. I don't need perfection. I need evidence. I don't need promises. I need stewardship. And I don't need everything that enters my life to impress me. It needs to hold weight. Until the next page, keep building, keep learning, keep gathering evidence. And remember, leave the evidence, protect the blueprint. All love, Tribe.
just like a Friday, baby. So we can't get fired in this piece.
Welcome to the room.
Because we own these.
Now let's get it.